Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we're going to be tier rating book romance tropes, and I'm so excited. I got this tier list from Sarah Caroli's video that she did a couple years ago, I think, but a lot of YouTubers have been using this tier maker website to rate like their old 5-star reads, characters, things like that. So I'm super excited to do this with you so we can see what my favorite book tropes are and what my least favorite book tropes are. I haven't looked at the list. I'm going in blind because I think that will be super fun to share with you. So I have it pulled up on my computer. I'm going to screen record this and we're going to get right into this video. Okay, so I have the romance book tropes tier list maker pulled up. These are the different tiers. So the top is I will read any book with this trope, and then next is I usually enjoy it. Next is not my fave but also not my least fave. Next is doesn't hit unless done right, not a fan or a vibe, get rid of it, haven't read. So essentially the top is like God tier, like it is the holy grail, it is everything to me, like I will read it every single time, and then it goes down from there, like it's like meh in the middle, and then like absolutely no way. So let's start off this little ranking. The first one is teacher/student, and the first thing my brain goes to is Arya and Ezra from Pretty Little Liars. And I remember back in the day, like watching that show, I was like, she just needs to be with Ezra. Like, why won't her family let her? Like, what is wrong with them? And now that I'm 25 years old, I'm like, girl, that was so messed up. So messed up. And I feel like I've never read anything like that, but I'm just immediately going to put it and get rid of it. Like, no thanks. No thanks. Next thing is fake dating. Oh, I eat fake dating up. This is, I will read any book with this trope, like any book. That is, fake dating is one of my favorite tropes to ever exist, okay? Literally. Sports romance, definitely I usually enjoy it. There's some sports romances that I wasn't a huge fan of, but I'm a sports romance girly. Like hockey is my favorite sport, and I will read a hockey romance all the time. Forced proximity, oh. Ooh, I feel like it doesn't hit unless it's done right. I don't know how to explain that, but that's how I feel about this trope. Bad boy/good girl. I also feel that doesn't hit unless done right, because I feel like I've read some of these types of books and they're either like really bad or they're incredible. So definitely doesn't hit unless done right. Mafia romance. I don't think I read a mafia romance. Actually, does the Twisted, what is it? Twisted Lies? Is that a mafia? No, he's not in the mafia. Hunting Adeline? He's not in the mafia, but he's like in some underground stuff. I don't know. I feel like mafia romance again, doesn't hit unless it's done right. Someone recommend me a mafia romance that is like top tier. Let me know below. Grumpy sunshine. I will read any book with this trope. Any single book. This is top tier for me. I specifically like found a newfound love for when the woman is grumpy and the man is sunshine. That is the cutest thing ever. Like, I didn't know I liked that until I read a book with that trope, like Icebreaker. Nathan Hawkins, I'm obsessed with him and his sunshineness, and like Anastasia is just like a hater, but like in the best way possible. Ugh, Grumpy Sunshine, it gets me every single time. Bodyguard romance. All I think about is Twisted Games. Ugh. That book like unlocked things inside me that I didn't know existed. So I usually enjoy it. I haven't read a lot of bodyguard romance, but I feel like it's something that I really like. Right person, wrong time. Absolutely get rid of it. Get rid of it. And I'm saying this because probably some trauma about my own life, maybe. I don't know. If anyone has a good right person, wrong time, let me know. I just also don't want to read a book that's gonna tear me up inside. You know? Only one bed. This is top tier. This is I will read any book book with this trope. Like, can that happen to me in real life? There's nothing more like that I want than to have a one bet trope in my real life. That would, he's the one if I have a one bet trope, okay? He's the one. Okay, next one, love at first sight. Ew, absolutely get rid of it. Get rid of it. I hate, is that like the same thing as love at first sight? You know, like it's like slow burn, it's insta love. Is that the same thing as insta love? I feel like it's in the same category, and I hate insta love. Like, I love that slow build up. Chef's kiss. Love triangle doesn't hit unless it's done right, because The Summer Turned Pretty is one of my favorite books to ever exist in this world, and that's a love triangle, and it's amazing. And Twilight, like, Twilight is iconic love triangle, so I feel like it doesn't hit unless it's done right. Single parent, get rid of it. Or, you know what, there is some books where they're single parent that I like, so I'm gonna say not a fan. I'm not a fan, but Things We Never Got Over, like, I really did enjoy, and I usually don't like kids in books, but I did like that one. Friends to Enemies to Lovers, I usually enjoy it, but is Enemies to Lovers different than Friends to Lovers? Or is this specifically Friends to Enemies to Lovers? This one confuses me, so I'm gonna put it, I usually enjoy it, because there was one specifically that was Friends to Enemies to Lovers. I think it was Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. That's my favorite Lauren Asher book, and Chef's Kiss, amazing. Age gap, not a fan. I'm not a fan of an age gap. I just don't like it. Accidental pregnancy, get rid of it. If there's a pregnancy in the book, like, count me out, count me out. Bully romance, get rid of it. I actually tried to read, what is that book? I think it's by Monica Murphy. She's the one that wrote the Lancaster Prep series. I tried to read the first book, I think it's Promises We Meant to Keep, and that was a strong bully romance, and I had to stop reading it because I didn't like it. And the same thing with The Cruel Prince. I feel like it started out as a bully romance, and I put that book, like, I soft DNF'd it, and then I ended up reading the whole series later on, but I didn't really like it at first because he was so mean to her. Like, he almost killed her by, like, drowning her. I don't know. Not for me. Not for me. Brother's Best Friend. Top tier. I will read this, like, any book with this trope. I eat it up every single time. Friends with Benefits to Lovers. I'm not a fan. I don't think I've really read anything like this, but I'm not a fan. I'm just gonna say that. Workplace romance. Not a fave, but also not least fave. Like, I do enjoy a workplace romance if it's done, like, the right way, you know? It's like in the middle ground, like it's a meh, you know? Enemies to Lovers. Okay. Top tier. I will read any book with this trope. Where's my Enemies to Lovers, like, storyline? I love Enemies to Lovers. Okay, Strangers to Lovers, I feel like is, like, almost every book, so I will say I usually enjoy it. Childhood Friends to Lovers, I usually enjoy it. It's not my go-to, like, Enemies to Lovers will always be my go-to. Childhood Friends to Lovers is a new love of mine, and I've grown quite fond of it, actually. And it's not like something I actively search for a book, but I really, really do enjoy my time with Childhood Friends to Lovers. Slow burn doesn't hit unless it's done right, okay? Because I read From Luke Off with Love. That book, top tier, absolutely adore it, but I also read The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, and I hated it. I hated it. So I think it definitely doesn't hit unless it's done right, because I've read a lot of slow burn romances, and I'm just like The Ants eats me alive, and it's so, so good. But other ones I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, kiss already, do something. Like, so doesn't hit unless it's done right. One of Us Is Famous. I haven't read a lot of books like this, so I'm just gonna put it in not my fave, but also not least fave, because I read When in Rome and I really liked it. That's really the only one I have to compare it to, but I enjoyed it, so it's just in the middle ground there. I hate everyone in the world but you. This is top tier. This is, I will read any book with this trope. I will devour it. I will love it. I will burn the world down for it. It is everything to me. Everything. Right person, not enough time. I don't think I've heard of that, but I feel like not a fan. Not a fan. Not a vibe. I don't like it. I don't want it. Friends to lovers. Okay, I usually enjoy it. Childhood friends to lovers, technically like are very similar. So again, I usually enjoy it. Good boy, bad girl. This is a new one for me. I'm gonna put it in haven't read because I truly do not think I've ever read a book that is good boy, bad girl. So if you have any recommendations for that, let a girl know because that sounds intriguing. Insta love, get rid of it. I don't want it anywhere near me. I feel like I always hate a book when it's insta love because I love to see that chemistry build. I love that emotional depth. When it's insta love, it's just purely physical. And I mean, sometimes if I'm in the right mood, like I want just like a physical book, like not physical, like physical, but you know, like intimacy. You know, like that's what I'm actually searching. So I know it's not going to be like the best book ever, but insta love, just no, thank you. Billionaire romance. I will read any book with billionaire romance. I love a billionaire romance, okay? Royalty. Oh. Ooh. I don't think I've read a lot of royalty, but I feel like it would be good. So if you have any royalty recommendations, let me know. I feel like not a fave, but also not least fave, because I feel like I have read some books and I like them. Secret relationship. Ooh. Secret relationship hits every time. I love a secret relationship, okay? So I will read any book with this trope. And again, I don't know how many times I can like say this, but if you have a secret relationship book that you love, comment below because I need it. I need it in my life now. For forced proximity, we did this one. This is a repeat one. Second chance romance. Okay. Second chance romance, I'm gonna say doesn't hit unless it's done right. Okay? And I stand by that point. If it's not written right or like the connection isn't there, it's not the same as if it was written like where you can feel that intensity of their connection. Like Love in Other Words by Tina Lauren. That book ruined me and I think about it almost every day. And that was a second chance romance, and that was a second chance romance done in the right way. Best friend's brother. Okay, I feel like it's like one of those forbidden love kind of things, which forbidden love is not on here. So I'm gonna put this in the same category. Best friend's brother / forbidden love is, I usually enjoy it. Like there's something about it that just gets me, you know? Marriage of convenience. Okay, this is one of those that doesn't hit unless done right. Like Marriage Convenience, Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher. Oh my god, I love that book. Is that considered marriage of convenience? I feel like it is, and it's absolutely amazing. Next one is stepbrother romance. Get that away from me. Get it away from me. There's something sick and twisted about a stepbrother romance. Like it doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't sit right with me. That was so much fun. I know it was crazy and all over the place, but I just wanted to go into it blind and just go for it. So I hope you enjoyed that wild ride with me. Anyway, if you have read any books with these tropes that I am in love with, or any tropes that I'm not sure of and you have recommendations, comment them below because I would love to read them and experience them and hopefully find a 5-star read from them. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to list the tier maker below in the description box so you can try it as well. And please, please, please share with me your ratings of these romance book tropes because it was so much fun. Anyway, I want to do this type of video again when I finish the Sarah J. Maas universe. I want to tier rank all of the Sarah J. Maas characters. That just seems so fun to me. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in my next one.